Welcome to Wesley Mission's Year in Review, where we take a look at the year that was. We began the year with Wesley Fundraising, a range of events culminating in Wesley Fair. Wesley Fundraising raised $54,000 for the construction of new amenities at David Morgan Enterprises. Funds also went to support theology students in Myanmar. Hundreds of people across Sydney attended Wesley Mission's Week of Easter events and helped to celebrate a Holy Week of new beginnings. The week was capped off by our annual Easter sunrise service at the Sydney Opera House, where the Reverend Keith Garner preached on the risen Lord, and we were inspired by the performances of Steve Grace, Steve McPherson and Deborah Byrne.
Good morning and welcome to the Sydney Opera House and for what will be a wonderful celebration of our Easter faith. In every town, in every workplace, there are people who are suffering.
May saw the launch of our research report into mental illness. The Keeping Minds Well campaign successfully raised awareness about the widespread nature of mental illness, raised much-needed funds to continue our work in this field, and incidentally launched the acting careers of several Wesley Mission staff members.
Did you know that here in New South Wales, 7 out of every 10 people are affected by mental illness? It can be managed. Will you help Wesley Mission make a difference and keep minds well?
I've been in a couple of the different Wesley hospitals, and it is a completely different setting to the public system. You actually get intervention and therapeutic input to improve your mental health.
Saturday, May 8th, saw the inaugural High Tea with the Mission held in Newcastle City Hall. The event was staged to raise funds for the work of Wesley Mission in Newcastle and the Hunter and was a huge success. In July, we tested a new fundraising initiative. Business people were invited to the Sports United Lunch, which featured prominent current and past sportsmen and women talking about their achievements.
Today's obviously about raising some money. It's about raising awareness for our work in the homeless space and hearing some really interesting stories.
The aim was to raise money for Wesley Mission's work among the homeless. The event raised more than $40,000 for our frontline services. Each year, Wesley Life Force holds memorial services for people who've lost friends and loved ones to suicide. We hosted Memorial Days in Sydney and Newcastle and held our first Life Force Memorial Day in Tasmania.
We gather in quietness to acknowledge the importance of this day and how we want to be a people that look out for each other, that care for one another.
And today, whilst nothing that anyone says can bring your loved one back to you, knowing that you are not alone and being able to share your innermost thoughts and feelings without being judged can be enormously beneficial in the lifelong grieving process, the excruciating loss we call suicide.
And if you're at a place of deep pain, don't leave this place without knowing that there is love for you too. Don't we say every picture tells a story, well, this wall tells its own story. But it's a story we must hear and see and share with. Thank you.
Wesley Mission ran a television advertising campaign to encourage supporters to leave a legacy to Wesley Mission in their wills.
To find out more about how you can show unconditional love to those in need through a gift in your will, please contact Wesley Mission on 0246 482 913 or go to wesleymission.org.au/bequest.
Christmas research report into the causes and impact of financial stress generated a groundswell of support and interest from both the public and the media.
At that point, there was hope. I've got something to work towards through the help of Wesley and through the help of Jo. She made it very clear that she wanted to be the advocate for me and that I was to take a step back from everything, which is just, the weight of the world has just gone off my shoulders, and I think if it wasn't for her, I really don't know where I would be.
Since Dad left, we don't have much money. Mum has to look after 5 of us, but her job at the supermarket doesn't pay much. She says we might get kicked out of our house. I'm really scared.
A great deal of hard work and consultation went into developing a new look and feel for Wesley Mission's TV show Rise and Shine. The new format will launch in March 2011.
Well, a very warm and happy Christmas to you. No matter where you are, what you're doing, we encourage you to grab a cuppa, put up your feet and take time to celebrate the real heart and meaning of Christmas with us. We have the children of the Sydney Region Choir singing, "Do You Hear What I Hear?"
Lastly, let's not forget the saintly service of those unsung heroes of Wesley Mission, our volunteers. Without their tireless work, Wesley Mission would not have the reach that we have today. Thank you, Wesley Mission volunteers, and thanks to our staff and all the members of the Wesley Mission family who contributed to a successful 2010. We look forward to a caring and prosperous 2011.